Hi guys, welcome to another new episode of Openbook podcast, where today we have a new episode called What the Fraud Is This? So let me tell you what is fraud. Fraud is a crime by getting money by deceiving people. Example, like credit card frauds, like advance fee fraud, bribery, or even romance scam. So, to me, this fraud can happen to anyone, at any time, and even anywhere. To me personally, I do receive scam calls from time to time, but I was fortunate enough to stop it, inform any authorities if it's needed. But maybe in future, I'm not that fortunate. I have a professional with me today. We have Dr. Selina Dang. Dr. Selina is a licensed financial planner with a CMSRL from the Securities Commission of Malaysia, with certified coach from ICF. Her career spans higher education, SME training, and healthcare management, bringing a holistic and practical approach to financial planning. But doctor, are you here to teach us about financial planning?
Thank you, Celine, for your kind introduction. Well, financial planning and financial life coaching is a big part of what I do. But today, I'm here to talk about something equally important, that is protecting your finances from the growing threat of scams. So in my profession, I've encountered real life situations here where my clients have been targeted by scammers. Sometimes not only losing their money, but also losing their sense of security and trust on people, right? So through these experiences, it has shown me how vulnerable we all can be. So that's why what I aim to do through my work, especially through this workbook, is to guide people with practical insights and advice on how to recognize and avoid these scams. So my core belief is simple, right? With the right knowledge and awareness, everyone can safeguard their financial well-being. So scams are evolving, so can our defenses.
Yes, everyone can safeguard their financial well-being, and together we can stop these frauds from going wildfire. So let's start with the first story, shall we? Number 1, Vampire, the romance scam. Name has changed for privacy purpose. Michaela, who usually avoids flirting DMs, became intrigued by Steven, a good-looking guy who started a conversation with,
"You reminded me of this teacher I really like."
Okay, this is a red flag. Girls, you can do better than that, alright? Over time, they develop a close relationship, chatting daily and sharing details about their lives. Until this, I think it is difficult to pinpoint whether the person we're talking to is real or fake, right?
Absolutely.
So Steven, who had been hurt in love before, seemed genuinely caring and encouraged Michaela to invest in cryptocurrency, suggesting that she could earn more to support her family. Initially, Michaela was conscious, but eventually agreed to invest that $100. Stevens invests $520 into an account, and her quick gains has already convinced her to invest more. Doctor, you want to talk about these high gain returns?
Wow, sounds too good to be true for me.
Yes, exactly. However, as Michaela tried to withdraw her money, she faced various obstacles, including claims of needing to pay taxes and additional fees. But then Steven vanished. So Michaela discovered he had been using stolen photos. She's desperate to recover her money, which is a lot. Michaela fell into another scam, an advance fee scam from a fake recovery service. Her experience highlights a complex pig butchering scam, which combine emotional manipulation with fraudulent investment tactics. So doctor, what the fraud is this?
Well, this is a love scam, or what we call a romance scam, which utilizes investment scam. So it's a love and investment scam combined.
2 in 1.
That's right. And for Michaela's case, she actually fell for another scam, like what you just mentioned, which is the advance fee scam, when she tried to pay someone to recover her money, right, from Steven. So this scam is actually everywhere today, right? And scammers, asking you to transfer your money into investment platforms. And this kind of scam is what we call the pig butchering scam.
Oh, can you talk more about this pig butchering scam?
Well, it's very interesting actually. So what happens is scammers would actually gather the victim's personal information, all right, mostly from social media, yeah. So after that, they will contact you and then build a very strong emotional connection with you, all right. So we call this the fattening up of the victim. Pump you with a lot of food and love to fatten you up, yeah. So this is basically what we call grooming a pig before the slaughter. Before you butcher them, you groom them. So they use professional methods, including male and male chat. That means they chat with you, but they actually know that you are a male. Then they use a male scammer to chat with you because male understand male better, and a female with a female, right? Gender-specific chat partners and even team collaboration. So if you sometimes you come to a situation where you cannot, you don't know how to handle your victim, then you have a team to support you to give you answers, right, on how to handle the victim. So normally victims in this kind of pig butchering scam, okay, they are asked to invest a little money first, maybe 100 ringgit and 200 ringgit, and then after that they will return the money to you plus exorbitant profits. Like in your case, you said 100 ringgit, it became 520 ringgit.
Yes.
Right. So that's about what, 500% return in less than an hour. Right, quick money, exactly. Get rich quick scheme. This actually is to gain their trust.
So never trust quick money.
That's right. Get rich quick schemes especially. Yeah. So when they gain this trust, then they will start investing larger amounts of money. But when you start investing larger amounts of money, you realize that the money is in the account, you see the numbers in the account, but you are not able to withdraw the money. So whenever you want to withdraw, then they will tell you, there's a withdrawal fee, you need to top up the account, you have to pay a transaction fee, and so on. So this scam actually continues, okay? The money continues to grow in the account and the scam continues as well until the victim realizes one day then they have been cheated or have been duped by the scammer. So at that point, I would think that there is already significant financial losses, sometimes even in the millions.
Wow, it's already too late when you realize that.
Yes.
How shall we beat this scam?
Okay, there are certain steps that we can take in order to know what to do, yeah, when it comes to this kind of love plus investment scam, pitch butchering scam specifically. So number one, be aware of the existence of this scam. That means be aware that this kind of love scam, love plus investment scam, pitch butchering scam is actually going on outside there. So when someone suddenly approach you,
A lang zai.
yes, someone and an online stranger, and he is like the perfect persona. Someone that you can relate to, someone who cares for you, someone who knows how to engage with you emotionally. And usually they come in from social media, maybe from Facebook. Often we get Facebook invitations, isn't it?
Friends,
from friends,
friends.
Yes,
Okay,
at friends, and even from Instagram and all that, and Telegram. They try to appear to be wealthy or like have a very wealthy lifestyle. Often they also make up a lot of stories about their life,
Make it like bougie.
Yes, absolutely. Then, after they have gained your trust, they will ask you to invest. Right? That's where the investment scam comes in. So from love scam, we move on to the investment scam. They start to invite you to invest. Right? As if they care for you. They will tell you things such as like, why don't you try to invest, earn a bit of extra money to help your family, to make your life better.
Or even saying like, oh, we're thinking about the future.
Sometimes they actually build on the fact that you may have a relationship together and the future together. It's a love scam, right? Then you have the initial cash out stage. So the scammer will actually, in fact, put his own money together with your money together, right, into the investment scam. And then after that, you see that both the money, right, start to grow in the account. So the first few times, yes, you can withdraw the money, you can use the money, a few hundreds, right? Then human tends to get greedy because it's an investment scam. When we see our money growing so fast, okay, we get greedy and we want to invest more, we want to earn even more. So what happens? Then your enormous profit is only a number, it's only on paper because you realize you cannot withdraw it anymore.
The money has already actually been transferred to somewhere else.
Yes, absolutely. The second thing that you could do is to actually recognize the trigger. So the trigger, I would say, is always an online love interest someone suddenly appear out of nowhere. You will become
perfect boyfriend.
Yes, to become your love interest. Okay, and you may have never met this person before, and they ask you to transfer or invest money somewhere lah. So it can be oh, please help me, I'm in trouble. Okay, maybe I have an emergency, I'm in an accident, can you just transfer me a small amount of money first? Or even, okay, come, let's invest together for a bright future together. Right? It may come in many ways lah. This kind of love and investment scam.
Oh, talking about this quick money, right? So I do realize that youngsters nowadays, they really fall into the trap of this quick money scheme, where they notice, hey, I can earn money that fast, why should I work hard?
Absolutely. I mean, that's the kind of a trend nowadays where, especially in the technopreneur economy, right?
Yes.
Everything comes quickly, everything is at our fingertips, even money, right?
True.
One click and we earn money.
Cashless.
Yes, cashless society and all that. Yeah, good point there, Selina. Thank you.
So you have to notice the red flags, okay? So what should we do if we have similar experience like Michaela?
Okay. If you find yourself in a situation like Michaela, here are the steps that I can tell you what you can do to protect yourself, number one. And also, if you're already inside the scam, right, how to minimize potential damage. Number one, if someone very attractive, a very handsome young man, with the perfect profile, okay, comes and approaches you out of the blue online, okay, I would suggest that you do a reverse search, okay, reverse image search on Google. Okay, so you go to Google, okay, on the right hand side, there's actually a camera there. Okay, you click on the camera, then you can upload the picture, the profile picture of that person, and then from there, Google will actually search the whole internet to see whether this picture appears somewhere or not.
Where is it from?
Yes, okay. So possibly, if it is a scammer, the photos would have been stolen, I would say,
from
someone else's social media,
famous people.
Yes, or even other sources, famous influencers and all that, right? So number two, we move on to investment scam, right? So before we invest our hard-earned money, I believe that you should do proper research first, right? Before you send your money or transfer your money, right, to the investment company. So how do we do that? How do we verify whether the investment company or the investment itself is legit? All right. In Malaysia, okay, there are two places that you can go. All right. The first one is the Securities Commission website. All right. So from the Securities Commission website, there is something called an investor alert list. Okay. So the Securities Commission have actually listed down. If you go in, it's scary. A few hundred companies there, which is actually under the investor alert list. And then you can also go to Bank Negara's website. They have a financial consumer alert list. Same, few hundred companies also. Right, that is in Malaysia. What if it's an overseas investment scheme? Wow, have to be careful. Right, because overseas investment schemes, you have to check even more and be more careful before you invest. So what are the places you can go? You can go to scam alert website like Gesso or even scamadvisor.com. All right, go there and search and see, whether this scheme has been mentioned or even if it's actually a scam per se. Yes, any keyword, either the name of the company, usually it's the name of the company, because when you want to invest, definitely there will be a brand name.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
And not only, sometimes these companies' brand names are legit, but scammers use their name, okay. All right, to dupe other people into investing into this legit company, but actually the money doesn't go to the legitimate company. Complicated. All right. So, and then number three, what you should do to protect yourself is that hold off any transfer of money. That means don't transfer or never send, right, any money to anyone that you have not met in person, or until you have verified their identity and also their intention lah.
Yes.
All right. Scammers they often under this mask of anonymity, All right. They're very anonymous. Okay. You only know them perhaps through a picture, right? If you don't do a Google reverse search, perhaps it's just a fake picture.
True.
Right. And also maybe through a voice or maybe through the messages that they send to you. And they always use this kind of online platform to deceive their victims. Now, what happens if you have been scammed or you are already in a love or investment scam? Okay. You need to make a report as soon as possible. File a police report. right, to document the incident, gather all your documentations, your bank-in slips, whatever conversation, you screenshot all the conversation, whatever receipts, okay, and even screenshot of the website that you have been investing in. That would increase your chances of recovering your lost funds. But what I can say is that the chances are rather slim, right, when it comes to recovery of funds. Besides doing the police report, you also have to quickly go to your bank to notify your bank and also credit card company, because now your personal data is already compromised.
It's really on their hands.
Yes,
they can do whatever they want.
Correct. You have to freeze all your account, okay, and also prevent any unauthorized transactions on your credit card.
Now you know, okay? Do not send money to people that you never met in person. Okay, that's the number one rule. Google reverse picture.
That's
if
right.
you're chatting with someone online.
Right. Always check, and check.
So let's jump into the second story, which is the job scam.
Okay, this story actually comes from one of my clients as well. A young, pretty lady, I would say, in her 20s, if I can remember correctly. What she told me was that suddenly one day she received a job offer through WhatsApp. Okay,
Suspicious?
well, not really suspicious per se, because it was actually from the name of the company is actually a legitimate digital agency, really legitimate. So, of course, she didn't tell me the story when she wanted to take up the job, because she thought that, just do part-time, earn some extra money, that kind of thing. Her job through this digital agency was actually quite simple. What they wanted her to do is to visit the company's website or through Google reviews, just give positive reviews about the company. And then sometimes they ask her to go to Shopee or Lazada and just the products and all that. So it's just giving positive review, good company, very good service, or just to press the like button. Every time she does a job, they will pay her 10 ringgit, 20 ringgit, 50 ringgit. Depends on the complexity of the job. So the most complex one is to write, good job, okay, good service, I will come back again.
Okay, so is that easy?
Easy, right? Okay, so did she receive a payment for a job? Yes, she received payment for a job. However, after a few times of doing all this of positive Google reviews, and also doing all these likes on this kind of shopping platform, then her superior actually started to talk about investment.
That's a red flag, guys, okay?
So they asked her to invest money in a cryptocurrency platform.
Okay.
All right, because apparently now she has got paid a bit of extra money, right? Then she was telling her, no, why not, try investing your money and try to grow your money make your money grow faster. After paying a small amount, whatever that she earned from this job, okay, then she received quite high returns again, the same get rich quick scheme. Yeah, and somehow they managed to persuade her to invest. I think in the end she told me that she put in close to about 3,000 ringgit.
When her intention was actually doing this part-time, earning money, but at the end she's actually losing money.
Yeah, no, when she wanted to withdraw the money, that's when her supervisor started to criticize her, say her job is no good right, and start to
gaslight her,
that's right, and also cut off contact with her, So sometimes when she WhatsApp, they just block her and all that. So that's where she actually realized that she has been scammed. What happened was, finally, how she stopped or how she actually got out from the scam is that her family members actually started intervene into this case, because she kept going, borrowing money from family members, and she didn't really want to reveal what the money was for. But after her mother actually probed her and talked to her, then she revealed to her mother, actually she's been investing in this cryptocurrency scam. And the mother asked her, hey, how you got into this scam? A WhatsApp message I got from this digital agency asking me to do jobs, part-time job. And then from there, they introduced me to invest in this kind of cryptocurrency platform.
So it's somehow like the employee is gaining trust from your client.
Yes.
So it's like, oh, you're doing a great job, and then they'll, why not I introduce you this platform to earn more money.
Absolutely. It's always establishing the trust first, and then when you trust them, that's where
red flag. But what if I'm the victim? I want to recover and get my money back from that scammer. Is there any other way? Or is there a way?
I would say that recovering money from a scammer is extremely difficult. But there are a few steps that you can try to take in order to maybe recover some of your money, or at least to mitigate or lessen the damages that has been done and also to recover some of your funds. The first thing, the same thing, lodge a police report. Right, you need to have a police report before you can do anything else. So you report the scam to the police, And this is like your legal documentation, for you to follow up later on. All right, and then depends on what kind of scam is it. Okay, one way also is that you can actually report them to Bank Negara Malaysia, to Securities Commission also. Notify your bank, okay, freeze your account, okay, stop all transactions, and also credit cards. If you have paid them using your credit card details, there's a possibility that there will be unauthorized transactions on your credit card. They will try to illegally use your credit card, Alright, so this will actually freeze whatever future transactions or any future charges to your credit cards. Yeah.
But I think if you're lucky enough, like unauthorized transaction, your bank will actually call you and ask.
Yes. Normally, so we will get calls from the bank, all right, to notify that there may be an unauthorized transaction. But come on, put it this way, previously you have used your credit card to pay them before, right?
Oh, okay.
All right. So the second time when you charge the card, the third time when they try to charge the card, it's from the same person.
Oh,
so sometimes that's how they cover their tracks. I mean, the chances will be slim, I would say, for you to recover the money. But at least by taking these actions, doing the police report, okay, freezing your bank account, your credit card, and all that, at least they will minimize the further damage to whatever has been done.
Always remember to gather evidence.
Yes, evidence is very important, because when you go to the police station, they will ask you to provide all the proper documentation. So same thing like the love scam and the investment scam. Okay, the paper trail is important. Okay, gather all your proper documentation and then lodge the police report and work from there.
Yes. What the fraud is this?
Job scams actually are all these kind of unsolicited offer. That means out of the blue offer, we call it, that comes through social media. So social media platforms nowadays very famous. I think Facebook, often we get all these job offers, or even WhatsApp and Telegram, where whether the recipient, that means the person who received the message, whether they are job hunting or not necessarily that you're actually looking for a job, but they try to hook you with this kind of messages,
High paying job.
High paying, easy, job that does not require much skill These scammers sometimes they pose as if they are from legitimate companies. Okay, sometimes even using real company website and also addresses They actually go and copy some company name, company address, from Google
To impersonate them.
Yes, to impersonate these kind of companies. So that's why some companies who have been impersonated have come out to say that they are fraud. So I really don't even have this kind of job opportunity, job offers. But people are actually offering jobs on behalf of the company. So it's a scam from there. Yeah?
What should we look out for these job scams?
Job scams. When you get an offer for the perfect job. In a love scam, it's a perfect man. Alright? But what would you say is a perfect job, Selina?
High pay, doesn't require any skills.
That's right.
Which is an easy job, work from home.
That's right. Okay,
Yeah.
absolutely. These three things. Never ask you about your qualification also.
No need get a degree or diploma.
No, they never ask you, what you study, and then what your experience is. They don't even ask you whether you pass your SPM or not. Right? They just want you to jump on their bandwagon.
Yes.
Alright? Work from home, work anytime, no office hours. Okay? Exactly. Those are all red flags.
Yes.
Okay? When they actually, recruit you, successfully recruit you, then they will start to reward you. Okay, so the rewarding part is what we call the hook part. Rewarding your compliance, and then whenever you get a job done, okay, they pay you normal, right? Wow, easy job, really, it's true, I'm getting paid, it's not a scam. What is the next move? They will tell you, wow, you're good in your job, so we are going to promote you. Next stage, slightly more complicated job. So they will tell you your job tasks, exactly what you should do, okay, and then you can do it, fulfill it, then they pay you. And after a few rounds, they will tell you, in order to progress in this job, you need to start investing or paying a sum of money, okay, to continue on the job.
Again, a red flag. Okay,
right.
if you're doing a job but you have to pay to do the job, it's a red flag.
When they ask you to use your own money to continue the job, it can be buying products, or supposedly you have to pay 3,000 or 5,000, okay, to pre-buy a product, and then later on, the company will reimburse you. Then whenever the victim wants to get back their money, want to withdraw their money, right? How come I paid so long already, I still don't get my money back, plus my salary or whatsoever, That's where the scammers will start to ask for all sorts of fees from you. like transaction fee lah, their agent fees, commission fee, right?
You want this service or you have to pay this first.
Yes, absolutely. And then the third way, I think, in this kind of job scams is what we call gaslighting. A lot of gaslighting that is to convince the victim not to stop the job. That means they want you to continue working for them, because once you leave the job, then they lose a victim. Yes, they lose a pig, right? So they will claim that you are not performing, you are not reaching your KPI, right? So there's no reason, you must continue working in the job to show your capability, okay? Convince you that. And some jobs also, they claim that they need to process fund transfer. So what they do is that they ask you for your IC. Okay, they ask you for your bank account number. Okay, not only IC and bank account number. Sometimes they even ask you for your bank card number, your PIN number, your OTP.
Wow.
Right? Serious. Okay. Victims who don't know the seriousness of this actually provide all this information. Okay. So what happened after that?
Money loss.
Money loss, absolutely. They can clear your bank account lah, per se, with all this kind of information. Also, I've heard of some kind of job scam where the scammers send you a link to click into the link so that you will download an app, for work purpose. That means that if you want to do this job, you have to install this app, okay, and then from this app you do the job lah, whatever it is required. But often, because it's a phishing link, we call it, okay, it's actually a hacking device. So when you click on the link, okay, it actually takes over your computer.
Whole identity, your data.
Absolutely.
So how can we beat the scam?
Of course, awareness is very important, right? That's the reason why I came out with this book. So being aware of the existence of job scam lah. You never have to pay money for a job. Okay, it means you actually pay money before you even start the job. They ask you to pay money for registration fee, processing fee, all that. That's a red flag. And also halfway through the job, if the boss suddenly asks you to pay money to continue with the job, there is another red flag. Yeah. So never allow your boss or your employer to use your bank account, okay, for personal use. It can be for money laundering purpose as well, especially when you have jobs and then they ask you to download links. Okay, so never download unverified apps or never click on links that they send to you. And when you see advertisements on social media, okay, they're not all the time real. So have to be careful also, because I understand the younger generation, whatever they see on social media, they think that it is true.
So talking about unverified apps, how can we identify them?
Okay, one way in order to avoid this kind of unverified apps is that you should only download apps from verified sources. Of course, for Google, you have your Google Play Store, official Google Play Store, or Apple Store, and always check the reviews lah, if the app is legitimate or not.
Yes, so always download from legit app stores. But then, other than that, any other ways to prevent
all these job scammer? Okay, I would think that you have to recognize the triggers. What do you mean by triggers? Like what you said, high pay, low effort, no skill, no qualification,
work from home.
Work from home. Okay, all these are really red flags. And then when you don't apply for a job and suddenly somebody comes and offer you a job, especially from a recruiter. Have you received a WhatsApp before from any recruiters, from any digital agencies,
WhatsApp,
requiring? Yes, right. And often, I think I have received at least 10 of them over the past few months. If they tell you, wow, it's a purely online job, you just work from home, okay, no need to come to office, you don't even know who the employer is, then you know it's a scam. These are all the triggers. If you actually come across, you have to be very careful.
So this is what you should do. Number one, Google the company. Google the company official website and the account, even their emails. Number two, verify their contact number and also their accounts. Number three, even if you are really desperate for a job, never lose your remaining money that you have, hoping to get more out of it. Okay, a job never needs you to pay. Number four, if you feel unsure or you feel that you're doubting the link or the message that you receive, never proceed. And lastly, if you have shared your personal info, like your bank account number, your IC or contact number,
bank card number,
PIN number, please inform the authorities.
Yes, it's important.